DJ, we'll go.
He ain't here.
All right. Yo, what's up, Brodies and Bays? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 51. This is where you come for your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot, here with my co-bro.
Dynasty Bro Vic, what's up?
And here with my other co-bro, absent. DJ Avo not here again, man. Look, I know I don't really do shit out of order, and I don't want to mess up and drop the ball for the intro. So I'm going to go right back after I say this. We only got one flag on the play. I want to get out the way. DJ Avo is my flag on the play. We hyped him up. Happy he was here. We had a kumbaya moment. Brothers, we back in the building last week. Look to my right. That nigga not here again. So flag on the play. DJ Avo. Sorry, Vic. I pivot. Got it out the way. Let's go back. Look, we got a fire episode for you guys today. We got some preseason risers and fallers. I got 2. He got 2 of each of them, though. So it'll be 8 players in total. So I'm excited about that. You got any guys on your list that I like? Do you know? You don't got to tell me.
I think so.
Okay, bad.
Yeah, I do.
All right, I'm excited to hear your take, man. So we ready for that? Look, we got what's the word today. We already skipped flag on the play. But we got some. Somebody said, "Shake my head."
Shout out to White Sam.
Shout out to White Sam. Hey, we got some real good news today. It's not the best news, but it's some good news. I can't wait to talk about it because I wish Avo was here because we would have did some person bashing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic. You know what I'm saying? So you ready to kick that shit off, Brody?
Yeah, man, let's do it, man. So we're going to be in and out like we always, like to be with the news. I'm trying to see which one I want to start with. All right, I'm trying to get my transition game on right, too. So let's start with the Big Ten. They postponed the 2020 fall sports, so that includes football. I believe soccer's played in the fall. Is it?
Nigga.
I don't know. All right, I'm just keeping on football. But, yeah.
They both football, though.
Yeah, that's true. But football's been, at least canceled this season. They're at least trying to have a spring season. But, a lot of, in general, you think college football is going to be canceled in general? Because it looks like these conferences are falling one by one.
I'm at like a 8 out of 10 that I think is going to be canceled, bro. What about you? What's your temperature on it?
Yeah, I think it is only because, you can't afford to have a student athlete die because of COVID. That's not a good look for any school. So yeah, it's not worth the risk. Now, granted, students can still get sick even outside of football. So, of course, being on campus, being in a lunch, dining hall, whatever, or classroom, dorm, the risk is still the same, at least in my opinion. But, you can't have someone contracting it because of football. So I can see why they're trying to play it safe.
Yeah, that, like you said, that'd be all bad, bro. Ain't no coming back from that shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure the lawyers will be all over that shit. So yeah, they're definitely just waiting. But let's talk about the opportunity that it creates for like the XFL. Perfect timing in terms of giving guys an opportunity, to at least showcase their talent in the spring. But if there's spring college football, college football is going to be competing with the XFL. So do you see any concerns with that or any clashes, or what are your thoughts there, man?
I don't. I think the guys who are sitting out pretty much are already scouted by these NFL teams. Like the ones that are going to be coming out are already being scouted.
Yeah.
So I don't really think that the XFL is going to be, interfering with that. And I don't think no guys are, going to go over there and play. Like I don't know. I feel like unless you're not coming out next year and you want some opportunity and you don't seem like you're highly scouted, basically, or recruited. So we'll see. But I don't think it will affect anything on the higher end of people, basically.
Yeah, I agree. I think the XFL is going to be a stage for the guys who are trying to make a name for themselves, who are barely getting an invite to camps or combine, stuff like that. So it's a chance for them to showcase their talent. So
I agree with that.
All right, let's keep it pushing. So shout out to NFL Update, my sports update on Twitter. So the NFL referees have until this Thursday to notify the league if they're going to opt out. And if they do, they'll get $30K and guaranteed job protection going into next season. So
take your bitch ass to the field. You ain't got to tackle nobody, interact. Take your bitch ass out, throw your flag. Flag on the plate to any motherfucker that opt out.
It's their choice.
My bad, bro. I wasn't ready for you to say that.
Yeah. But yeah, hey, the refs have a choice too, and then maybe next week the coaches will have a chance to opt out if they want to. So we'll see.
My bad. Keep the rest of my opinions to myself, bro.
Nah, it's cool, bro. It's our shit. But all right, shout out to NFL update again. So Hard Knocks comes out tonight, man. So they got the Rams and the Chargers, both in LA. It premieres tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. So if you're listening to this a little bit later in the week, or if you're listening to it live, that's tonight. So we're recording this on a Tuesday. It's on HBO.
It's an hour long, right?
I think so, but I need to figure out who HBO login I'm gonna get, because HBO is one of them premium channels. Like, you only need it for a season. Like, you don't really need it like the whole year.
Guess who got HBO?
You got HBO? All right. Guess who about to get HBO? Questions?
7-day trial head.
Hey, I'm gonna wait until the whole Hard Knocks is done so I can binge watch it.
Nah, I'll send you my YouTube TV login, bro.
Actually, I got it too. I just don't have the HBO, but I'll take it for that.
I got the HBO. Man.
All right, bet.
We out here, bro.
Hey,
We're doing the most
yeah,
right now.
It's cool.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, by the way. All right. The last thing, man, I just want to shout this out. So Washington football team has been taking L's, man. And earlier in the week, they announced that their new hashtag for their team is going to be hashtag 1932. They did this on Twitter without realizing that you can't hashtag numbers. So they got to, backtrack and figure that out. So this is only news because Twitter, give us a fucking edit button. I think it's time. We need edit buttons for situations like this. Washington football team has been taking L's throughout the news, and that transitions into my flag on the play. Had to break it out, from DJ Avo.
Yeah, he deserved it. He deserved his own separate flag of the play compared to this one, to be honest.
Yeah, man. So my flag on the play go to Darius Geis, man. So, he got arrested for domestic violence. Inexcusable. I really don't have any words, man. It's unacceptable, inexcusable, putting your hands on a woman.
Bro, they said it's multiple accounts, of doing it.
Yeah, past incidents are resurfacing going back to I think February, March. I don't have the full details, but all I know is, man, that's trash. I know a lot of people have been moving Darius Geis, in their leagues, and it's just not a good look, man. So that's my flag, Darius Geis. That's all I got to say, man.
Drop them. If you buying them, without even waiting to let the shit at least blow over a little bit. How do you feel as a fantasy player about that shit, bro? To be honest, when somebody do something this foul, domestic violence is foul to me.
Yeah.
Would you jeopardize the integrity of yourself to make your team better to go trade for a guy that did something like this? Nope. How do you feel about that? Guys
like that, I'll move them, man. I don't want no parts of them. So.
And if I can't trade them, I will drop them. I don't want that on my team. I will drop a guy like that. I don't care, man. Fantasy's fun. I know we have money into it, but you still got to have some kind of integrity about yourself, man. I don't want to be rooting for somebody like that. So I own no Darius Geis, and I think his banged up karma is, that's what he's getting, bro, right now. The stuff we never heard about, that's been his banged up injury karma for NFL football. So
yeah. What would you say, for the folks out there that are saying, well, do you have any Kareem Hunt shares, any Big Ben shares, any AB shares? Because I have some Kareem Hunt and some Big Ben. So what would you say to the people like that as far as questioning, these guys have been in the news, so what makes this one different?
Here's my thing. You gotta I don't think I even own any Kareem Hunt.
Okay.
But speaking for that, damn, I don't own no Big Ben either. And you know what? I'm not gonna act like I don't
Actually, we do.
We do?
In the Ultimate Dynasty Podcast League.
You wanna go drop his bitch ass?
Let's
talk about it off air.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
All jokes aside, the character, man, that's harsh, man. And I can see I don't know if you already owned a guy when this shit happened, but going to go pay for the guys is kind of trifling to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
If you're in leagues where you own these people or you just been having them for some time, that's kind of harsh, bro. So yeah, man. What did you just see what White Sam said, bro?
Yeah, the Ray Rice. But
Wait, we got a real good. Can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
And we got a shout out to White Sam, man. He just said something funny, so I want to say what he said. He said he saw on Twitter that someone had his comp coming out of college as Ray Rice. That's
Yeah.
that's harsh. Whoever put that on Twitter, that's harsh. But yeah, I don't think you should go capitalize on guys like this, man. Just let it go.
Yeah, especially in the moment. I mean, we even talked about like the whole Deshaun Jackson thing during the Scott Fishbowl draft. Like in the moment, like it's not worth it. People do make mistakes. Hopefully, you know, they turn their lives around. So people like Kareem Hunt, you know, giving second chances, looks like he's doing well with that second chance. So, but at the end of the day, man, you know, we need to respect women, you know, honor them, protect them. So, you know, there's no reason to be putting hands and, you know, being physical and disrespecting and putting them in uncomfortable situations. So that's trash.
Super trash. And today was trash day.
Yep. And my trash day was this morning as well.
Turn up.
Yeah. All right. So with that being said, man, where can they follow you at before we get into these risers and followers?
Hey, look, you can follow me at Dynasty Bro on Instagram and Twitter, and follow the main Instagram page, Dynasty Bros FF. We are coming up with some good content. So I'm excited about that. Cobra, where can they find you
at Chief Sosa FF. That's Instagram, Twitter. Also, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube. Also, join our Facebook community, Dynasty Bros FF Podcast. That's where we got a lot of updates. You can watch the episodes live. And we're actually running a contest. So for the next 2 weeks, maybe 3, but we're going to start it off for 2 weeks. We're giving away a Lamar Jackson jersey from NFLshop.com. So just look out for the contest post. Basically, all you have to do is either like the post, retweet it, or reshare it. That's one entry. Write us a review and message it to us so we can see the screenshot on Apple. If you're listening to this on Apple, that's 3 entries. And then if you don't have Apple, you could just write us a review, send it to our email at questions@dynastybrosff.com. That'll get you 3 entries as well. So you can do all 3 of those entries. You can do 1. But we're going to post this contest post, and one lucky winner is going to get my Dynasty QB1.
My Dynasty QB2.
Okay. Lamar Jackson. And look, I'm going to get the details. It's an extra large, so I don't want y'all to be like, well, I needed a bigger size or a smaller size. It's an extra large. It's a black jersey. Ravens. So it's from NFLshop.com. So yeah, we're looking to give that away.
Oh, yeah. So do everything he just told you to do, and be on the lookout for the rest of the details. We'll put them out there.
Yep, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Follow DJ Avo at DJ Avo LXVE. That's his take on love, LXVE. So DJ Avo LXVE. Follow DJ Avo at I'm never at fucking work at gmail.com. God damn, this nigga ain't never at work.
And the email gonna bounce back too, probably. So
shout out to Avo, man.
Yeah.
So that's that. All right, so look, we're gonna get into the main segment, preseason risers and fallers. So I'm excited about it. Look, I got a couple. Vic got a couple risers. Then I got a couple fallers, and he got a couple. So who you want to start with, man? Do you want to start up high and then go low, or you want to start low and then go up high, bro? We didn't talk this out.
Yeah, so my risers and fallers, pretty much, I got 2 running backs and 2 receivers. So I can do a rise running back and a fall running back, or we could just do all risers, all fallers. So how'd you structure yours?
I just pick guys I like.
All right, bet. I'm going to let you kick it off, and then I'm going to add a little bit of structure.
I don't want no smoke.
It's cool.
Technically, I kind of got running back, receiver.
That's cool.
But now I'm confused on how you want to do it, bro.
No, go ahead. Let's start with a riser, man. So just so you guys know, this, risers and fallers, these are players we pick out 3 times throughout the year. So we do it in the off season, we do it in season, and now it's preseason. So yeah, this is definitely a great time to talk who's been rising amongst the fantasy community and who's been falling, and then we'll let you know if we're buying it or not. So
yeah, I'm super excited, man. When I think of risers in my mind, it's just, even if it's just not ADP, even if it's your personal opinion because you like the way a situation fell out, if you think this guy has a chance to break into a different tier this year, just your own personal reason why he's a riser. So let's get going. I'm gonna start with my riser, my running back riser. Miles Sanders, bro. Miles Sanders. Look, played behind Saquon coming out of college. So he really had 1 year at Penn State to show his true talent. Balled out, Then he transitioned coming into the league. Rookie year, over 800 yards on the ground. And 50 catches, bro. 50 catches. And then he was splitting so much of the year with Jordan Howard. It was like, it doesn't look like they even like him or trust him. Jordan Howard goes down and he takes off the rest of the year, bro. So it's like he get to finally show his talent. Doug Peterson usually loves to deploy multiple running backs. They go the whole offseason without bringing anybody in. And all you hear all season, Deuce Staley, we love Miles. We love Miles. We need to get him more involved. We need to make sure he gets this many touches a game. And I believe it. When you start hearing those coaches, the positional coaches talking, it's better than just head coach speak, man, because they don't care about the whole team. They're just talking about their position, man. So this is a running back that I constantly see going out of like top 10 in Dynasty. And then, yeah, I know you got these rookies coming in, but look, this is a sophomore, a guy that might be a year older than these guys that we're starting to fall in love with because we have rookie fever. A guy that did basically in his rookie year what we hope these rookies can do or more. I'm not going to miss out on that, man. Like I said, trust these organizations. I love the Eagles, man. They're always in contention to win no matter what happens with injuries or guys. Just they're always a good organization. I think they have a good offense, and I trust everything they have going forward. And he doesn't have to deal with the contract situation coming up going into his sophomore year. We don't have to worry about these holdouts that, some of these guys going into their, contract year, you hear those speaks and those rumors. So you don't have to worry about that with him, man. And I think from here on out, they're just trusting him. So Miles is shooting up my own personal board. And I'm pretty much starting to get him everywhere I can. So give me some Miles Sanders, bro.
Yep. Give me some Miles as well. My riser is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So, of course, with the Damian Williams opt-out news last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago now. I mean, with this pandemic, all the days just run together. But he skyrocketed, these past few weeks. So his current ADP on the sleeper app is 18, or at least, 18th pick. So that's the middle of the second round. In these dynasty startups, man, these guys and gals who are at the 112 at the turn, they're taking Clyde and Taylor at the turn. So I don't blame them. So if you want you some Clyde, definitely got to get them at the at least back end of the first. But, you can wait, if you're going to be patient in the second. So it just depends on how bad you really want him. And, he's a 1,400-yard rusher in college. He also caught 55 passes. So, the draft capital is there. So for me, even before the Damian Williams news, I think, the value was already there anyways, besides, the Damian Williams opt-out news. So handpicked by Mahomes and Andy Reid. He's definitely got a bright future. He's in a perfect offense. And, he's broken a lot of tackles in college. I got to pull up my notes. I got the stats. So he had 782 yards after contact and 71 broken tackles. So he's in a perfect offense to continue to do that because defenses are going to have to key in on Kelsey, double team Tyreek Hill. You got to count for Pat. He could scramble a little bit, and also McCole. So Clyde's going to have a lot of one-on-one opportunities in the passing game to, break tackles. So perfect offense, man.
True. Shout out to White Sam still going in the comments, man. I like him. I like him interacting. All right, so look. I'm going to go into my running back faller. My wide receiver faller is going to piss somebody off. I hope Sam's not on when I do the wide receiver faller, honestly. Probably piss somebody off. But it's probably obvious. So, like, can I throw both of these guys into the... I know I only had one, but can I talk two guys at the same time?
This is your riser or faller?
This is my faller.
Okay.
My running back faller.
Yeah.
I want to talk Kerryon and Marlon Mack because I want to put them in the same boat, but I want to bring light to it at the same time. Look, yeah, I think the guys that were just drafted are way more talented than them. Obvious. Are these two guys still young enough to still have any situations going for their career? Yes. So look, if you go take a 22-year-old Carrion and a 24-year-old
Yep.
Marlon Mack, these are guys who are just losing all value in offenses that, well, the Colts offense is still good. I still think Marlon Mack can still play a vital role to a certain extent. You know, I get it. Jonathan Taylor's a dog. You know, Swift was my second running back coming out, you know, before draft. So
Yeah.
all I know is these guys are falling and they deserve to. But if you can go shoot out some third round picks for these guys, I think both of them are talented. And you can probably get that, man, the way that we see these rookies coming in, taking over those spots. Uh, COVID going on, you got to find your depth with injuries. And like I said, it's dynasty. You never know what kind of situation somebody lands in trade wise, or, you know, it's just, I think these guys are both talented enough to hold roster spots somewhere, and they're young enough to be able to wait that shit out. So I love Marlon Mack was the first guy that I had as a faller, but I wanted to throw in Carry-On because I don't want you guys just think I'm off of him because I'm calling him a faller. I'm actually want to bring light to him and tell you, hey, I think they're fallers, but they're fallers that's worth going to go flirt a third, fourth round pick with, man, and just have that kind of talent on your bench. So ain't nothing wrong with that firepower, and you need to have your running back depth too because they don't pan out sometimes. So
Yep. Hey, is Fowler, is that a word?
faller,
I don't even
probably
know.
not.
It's cool.
It don't look right on the screen.
It don't, but it's still going in the episode.
Shout out to Lil Mike, my guy Lil Mike. He said he taking over for the 20 and 21 season, man.
Hey, we'll see. Sound like some cash money type shit right there. But shout out to Laquan too, man. Got the Wolfpack in the building. He said, "Do we got any bars on deck?" He said, "Where the bars at?"
I got bars, dog.
Yeah, he do. My guy got bars.
Sometimes.
I'm really sometimes with it, but all right, man. Let's get into my faller then. So since I talked to rookie running back, I got another one that's been falling. So DeAndre Swift, man, his current ADP, man, my notes is like jumping on me. So he's ADP is 39th pick right now. So he's going basically at the beginning of the fourth round, even in the third. I've been in some drafts where he's even going in the third, and pretty much he's in the Detroit system. So I'm not sure why he's falling, but you know, that's a offense that's trying to establish a run. So they were 16th in rushing attempts last year. And then also they were 10th in passing yards. And that's even with a Matt Stafford being out. So Matt Patricia, man, he's a smart football coach. You know, he comes from that New England system. I mean, before the landing spots, you know, going back to the combine, we were talking Swift and Taylor. So at this point, I'm not sure why people aren't trusting the talent. Of course, you know, in Detroit, you know, they got Carry On and Theo Riddick was there, but I believe Swift can be that guy that can take on a workhorse type load, especially since Carrion can't stay healthy and he can catch passes out of the backfield. So I'm establishing a young PPR back. He's definitely solid. So if you don't want to miss out on value and you rather wait and you can be patient, you know, get you some, you know, elite receivers or get you a RB1 early in the draft, you know, between the first and second round, you can be patient and grab you some Swift later. So he's been falling, but man, I think it's a huge mistake.
You know I love me some Swift, so there we go. Call me what you want after I make this comment, but I did not know that's how blasphemy was spelled. I don't think I've ever seen it spelled. I've just heard the word a lot. So whatever. Y'all got me messed up. Hey, let me get to my fantasy riser. I'm still ducking doing my my wide receiver faller. So this is my fantasy riser at receiver. Mr. DJ Chark, man, I still don't think he's getting the love and respect that he deserves. He finished the season at wide receiver 17 last year. He had 8 touchdowns. Let me tell you where the fallout was. He started getting banged up, 1. 2, he had 5 of those touchdowns in the first 5 weeks. He had 3 to go on for the rest of the season. He's 6'4", 200, so he's tall enough and fast enough to be able to get where he wants to, does what he wants to, you throw it up to him. That's fine. But I really think that he has the body, build, and situation to be a true number one, and he showed it. A guy everybody picked up off the waiver wires probably, man, and just took off for him, man. So I'm really excited about DJ Chark, man, and I think he really redshirted his whole rookie year, basically. So last year was basically his rookie year, Ben Simmons style. And I'm just excited to see what he has going forward. Him and Gardner, have rapport. But I think that size and speed you can't teach. So even if something happened and Gardner's not the future, I think Chark is going to be somebody's favorite receiver no matter what, man. So getting a guy in Dynasty, man, he's always flirting with the 5th and 6th round. And you start throwing them with some guys that are like older at this point, and it's like, wow, I want Chark or Thielen. It's like you get into situations like that, And so I don't know, man, but I love DJ Chark, and I love him in redraft too. I'm pretty much DJ Chark, and I know you was ahead of the game with the DJ Chark, Vic, and you was trying to put me on a minute ago. But now I'm all the way on the DJ Chark hype train, bro. And like I said, I'm pretty much trying to get him anywhere I can, man. Because I think from here on out, man, he ain't got no room but to just go up, man. And he's only 23.
Yeah, almost knocked my mic over. That's how excited I am about Chark. So that's what's up, man. My riser is Brian Edwards. This is the steal of the NFL draft. Went in the 3rd round to the Vegas Raiders. He's first-round talent that went in the 3rd. And that's because he got hurt in the offseason, at least training for the combine. So that caused him to slip. But the reports, at least the latest reports that are coming out of Raiders camp, he's a guy that can start sooner than later. And that's in his DNA. I mean, he broke out in the SEC playing in South Carolina at the age of 17. So, man, I can't even remember what the fuck I was doing at age 17, but I wasn't dominating the SEC. I'll tell you that. But for this guy, to be getting praises at the pro level, saying he's projected to start sooner than later, especially with a Tyrell, who's been banged up and he only has a couple more years left on his contract in Las Vegas. Almost said the Raiders, Oakland. But yeah, man, I'm excited for Brian. This is a guy. His current ADP is 125, so that's about the middle of the 10th round. Man, Brian Edwards needs to be one of the first guys that you're filling your bench with in dynasty startups. I mean, it's no way around it. Get this guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a full-time starter. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the true number 1 over Henry Ruggs. Of course, the reports coming out saying he's going to be starting in the slot, but Brian Edwards commands the ball, man. So he's definitely a big dog wide receiver.
The steal of the draft is Jonathan Taylor in the 2nd round.
In the 2nd round to the coach. I can live with that.
No, I'm just talking shit. Shout out to Sam. He's right, man. They brought in LaVisca Chenault. That's the only competition they brought in. Besides that, they have Conley and Dede.
Shout out to everybody that's still on the Conley and Dede hype train.
And the Tyler Eifert hype train. Shout out to my guy. He played a healthy season last year.
Yeah.
So shout out to him.
There's people still on those trains.
Damn. So it seems like Sam is still active. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk my faller, man. And bear with me when I speak it. Same way I brought light to the last faller. Bear with me the whole way through. My faller is Cortland Sutton. Damn. Oh, okay. My faller is Cortland Sutton. Stud receiver for the Denver Broncos. He was good last year. Showed everything you want as a number 1. He played with a couple different QBs, and he still stood out to be a stud. This is why he's a faller to me. There are a lot of people, not myself and not Sam, that are iffy on Drew Lock, and I think he'll go out there and I think he'll be good. I think that system is going to open up and let him throw a little more. My only issue is not every QB can support 2 stud receivers, basically. And I truly think they drafted a stud receiver. And Locke is great. Sutton is great. Judy's great. And I think Judy might be more talented than Sutton. So I literally don't know what that offense looks like if Judy gets in there and gets acclimated to the system and the playbook and builds a rapport his damn self, because somebody that plays that well will adjust, and you have to give your playmakers the ball. So I'm just interested to see how everything looks. They brought in Melvin. They got KJ in the draft. So they have a ton of guys. You got Fant going into his 2nd year. So I say all that to say this. Sutton has been falling ADP-wise when you look at the end of his year and what he was going for. It's my opinion. I think he's been falling. It hasn't been super major, but I would buy the discount. I would take the discount. Get me the 24-year-old, 6'4", 215 receiver that has all the tools to dominate every Sunday. I just, I think he's falling, but I think it's a good fall because if you can go get a stud type prototypical receiver, you go get him while you can. So Sutton is a faller to me, but like I said, my fallers I like to bring some light to because I think they're perfect buys. All the fallers I said. So Cortland Sutton, man.
Yep. All right. My faller, excuse me, is also a wide receiver, and this is a guy, I'm actually seeing split decisions, meaning he's falling in some leagues, he's climbing a little bit, but what made me decide to, place him as a faller was I saw McCole Hardman's going in front of him in ADP. So on Sleeper, McCole Hardman's ADP is the 95th pick. I don't have my calculator do that math, but question, bro, would you rather have McCole Hardman or Brandon Ayuk?
Give me Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, man. So that was my decision making right there, man. I mean, you got a guy who has a chance to be the number one wide receiver on his team. Of course, Kittle's their true number one at the tight end position, but with a Deebo Samuel being out, so he's targeting a October return. That leaves a lot of opportunity for Brandon Ayuk to establish himself as the number one. And then what if, come October, Deebo's not ready to go, and what if the 49ers aren't, what if they're off to a slow start?
Brandon's going to get some targets because the guys that are there with him aren't even acclimated to the system like that. They haven't been getting no run, so.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm just looking at the opportunity. Now, of course, the 49ers were like 29th in pass attempts, so they don't throw a lot. But when they do throw, I mean, they finished 10th in passing yards, so they're, in the Shanahan offense, clearly he's scheming up big plays. We saw what they did with Emmanuel Sanders last year and also Deebo. And I lost my other stat. Oh, well, anyway, they were 10th in passing TDs. That's the other stat I want to throw out. So when they do throw the ball, it's a big play or they're scoring. So opportunities there, man. And like I said, what if Deebo's not ready to come back? Ayuk can continue to be that number one. And then also, what if they're in a position where they're not winning? So what's the point of bringing Deebo back? They could just shut him down for the year and let him truly recover because you don't want to rush back a foot injury. So those things can linger on and on. So, yeah. So just given I saw McCole was going in front of Brandon Ayuk, and the draft capital was there. Mind you, he was taking that, the 13th pick overall. So clearly they're invested in him. My coach gave the 49ers that pick, and they turned it into a Brandon Ayuk. So, yeah, I mean, for him to be a top 15 pick, the draft capital is there. I'm just trusting the draft capital too. So,
I think he went like 23. I think they scooted back.
Brandon Ayuk?
23, yeah.
I thought he was number 13th pick overall.
Nah, I think he went in the 20s.
Did they have 2 first-round picks?
Yeah, I think they scooted back.
Because I thought Ruggs went, and then I thought Ayuk went.
Nah, CD was the second one taken off the board.
Damn, I fucked that all the way up. Flag on the play if that's the case. I'm looking that up. All right, I'm going to let you take it away while I look that up.
Nah, but I do love some Brandon Ayuk, man. And for Shanahan, who's a offensive genius, that's what we label him as. For him to take somebody in the first round, that means they want to play him. So, give me some Brandon Ayuk.
I fucked that all the way up. He was taken as the 25th pick overall.
25th. I was wrong.
Where the hell did I get? You know what? They took a D lineman. Who did they take at 13?
I thought they traded back, bro.
Okay. That was a while back. All right. My bad.
We get into it. I didn't really do any honorable mentions, but I have some off the top of my dome.
Shout out to Sam. So he posted Kinlaw.
He's coming through. I apologize to Sam for that wide receiver faller. He probably didn't deserve that. But yeah, obvious guys is like it would have been Damian, but literally he opted out. So it'd be like that. You feel me? Man, I'm trying to think of a random riser that I want to tell you guys, but I can't right now.
I got one. I got you, bro. Preston Williams, man, he's been rising. So he's looking like the number one, at least, in that Miami Dolphins offense. Of course, they still have Devontae Parker. But curious to see how Tua, picks his targets out. And, of course, they got Mike Gesicki and then Breida and Jordan Howard. So, Yeah, man. Preston Williams, he's been rising. I know he was hurt last year, so we'll see, man. I think for me, Devontae still holds that one spot, but some may say, well, yeah, with Preston out, he had that opportunity to dominate. So we'll see.
Faller, Mark Ingram, he could have been in the same boat with Carry-On and that I did. But he's the only reason I didn't throw Mark Ingram out there is because he's not as young as the Carry-On and Marlon Mack. So same situation, different light at the end, man. Because I can't go buy Mark Ingram unless it's dirt cheap. So guy from the Washington team, the rookie.
Antonio Gibson.
How do you feel about that backfield right now? Because he's technically the riser. I just didn't want to speak him because ever since the Geist news, everybody's been talking about Gibson. So,
bro, speaking of that, I got off a crazy trade. Somebody offered it. I got 2022. So 2022, I got 2 first-round picks in the 2022 draft.
For who? Gibson?
For Gibson. So yeah. Smash accept. So yeah, I'll take that.
Wow.
I wasn't even shopping it, but
shout out to the guy who got Gibson. He wanted him some Gibson.
Yeah.
How pissed off is he gonna be when Bryce Love and Adrian Peterson are starting week 1?
Yeah, I think Peterson's starting week 1. I mean, he's the veteran. He knows the system. He can still, hold it down. But people are sleeping on Bryce, man. Bryce looked good coming out of Stanford, man.
That is trash for him to pay that for Gibson. Shout out to what league that in? Am I in the league?
I ain't gonna put it out there. Yeah, you are.
Oh, buddy, want to do more trades?
Yeah.
Hey, hit up Dynasty Bro at questions at but that's fire, bro. Good shit.
Yeah, hey, I'm not knocking it because you just never know. I mean, Gibson could end up. You just never know, man. I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. You just never know. I can end up drafting 2 busts. So, but I'm probably not though.
We don't usually draft 2 busts.
Yeah.
Yeah, swag shit. Man, bro, look at the time, man. I feel like we've been kicking ass as far as in the time department when it comes to recording lately.
Yeah, and you know what? We've been thugging it out the whole summer and, getting it out the mud, and we're getting close to the season. So for us to kind of run short on time as far as like not running extended, I think we're doing pretty good, man. So we're about a month out from the season officially.
Yeah, man. So
it's been a long off season with a lot of news, and especially with the pandemic. So yeah, we've been holding it down.
Yeah, I rock with it, man. We thugging. So, man, you want to transition and to say something good to the people, bro?
Yeah. So, hey, before we do that, let the people know where they can follow you at again.
All right, first of all, I'm gonna go with the DJ. Just get him out the way. Follow DJ Avo at DJ Avo LXVE on Instagram and Twitter. He needs that. Follow me at Dynasty Bro on Instagram and Twitter. And follow the main page of Dynasty Bros FF if you have any questions, if you want some advice, if you want to send, rosters in and, you want to get help with that, trades, do that at questions. Do it at questions at dynastybrosff.com. Dynasty Bro Vic, where can they find you at?
At Chief Sosa FF, that's Instagram and Twitter. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. And remember the Lamar Jackson contest we're going to be running this week. So be on the lookout for the details on that starting tomorrow. Also, shout out to the Dynasty Nerds. So they're actually inviting me on to host a film session tomorrow night. So they put on a weekly Wednesday night film session at 9:30. So be on the lookout for that, man. Look forward to hanging out with Garrett and Jared and Nick Whalen. So yeah.
Nerds.
Yep. Shout out to the Nerd Herd.
That's fire, bro. That's fire. You better promote your article one more time too, bro, while you here.
Yeah, I did a recent article, Buy, Hold, Flip. So that's also out there on the Dynasty Nerds website. So yeah, I got a couple articles out there. So I'm gonna try to drop 1 article a month. That's kind of that's my goal, man. I figure that's a healthy goal. It's not, not too much, not too little, but it keeps me consistent. So yeah, man, that's my goal. So yeah, go ahead and check out those articles. I appreciate it. Hit me up with feedback. Any topics you want me to cover too. Yeah, I don't mind, taking on topics to write articles on from the listeners.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna start doing my videos tomorrow, but y'all hit up DJ Avo. Tell him he need to get right because he was supposed to come over here. We have some stuff lined up. So blow his Twitter up, blow his Instagram up, tell him that he need to get right, so then we can give y'all some more content, man. And like Vic said, anything y'all want us to speak on, ever touch on, find a way to get in touch with us, man, because we love helping our people out and showing y'all how to dominate y'all leagues, Dynasty Bro style. So
Yep. And I want to shout out Charlie, man. So Charlie, he writes us weekly episode feedback. So we appreciate that. And I got you entered, man, on the contest off top. So I'm gonna put your 3 entries in just off the feedback you've been giving us. We appreciate it. It definitely keeps us going. So
big facts. Big facts. All right. So look, say something good to people, bro. Who you want to go first, man?
mine is like a sensitive topic subject, but
All right, I'll go first, man. I'll go first and I'll let you ride it out, bro.
all right.
All right. Look, I know you're not supposed to, talk about when you're going through one of your journeys, but I want to share with y'all what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a 7-day fast, all fruits and vegetables, man. And going into it, man, I thought it was just a thing where it's like I'm working on my health and then I like my food wise, but it only took me 24 hours to feel like I was about to break. You can ask Vic. I called him at lunch yesterday and was like, bro, I think I'm done. So it took 7 hours to feel like I wanted to break. It took me this morning to realize that it's way much more than just watching my food. It's working on myself mentally, man. And I've been trying to get a little bit more active while I'm doing it too. And it just made me realize that, I probably need to go through a mode where I break myself down a little bit just to build myself back up. So breaking myself mentally so I can see how strong I am, breaking myself physically so I can see how strong I am, and just sticking through with it, man. I told myself I was going to quit bitching. I was going to quit complaining, and just going to stick it out and get it over with, man. And I know it's only 7 days. It doesn't sound like nothing crazy, but when you make a crazy adjustment just out of nowhere, your body will react to it. And through all the hunger pains and hunger headaches and shit, and body feeling weak from working out, I still feel strong. So I'm excited, man, to see what this 7-day journey holds. And hopefully next week I can tell y'all how successful it was and how I'm feeling, feel better, look better, and be able to give y'all some better content for even longer. So break yourself, build yourself back up, man. Sometimes you need to do that. So yeah, I just want to say that, right? So thank y'all for riding out with listening to the podcast and listening to, our stuff when it comes to football. But we do like to fill y'all in with our regular journeys too and give y'all that energy to help y'all through y'all weeks on top of the football stuff. So shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all. Love y'all. There you go, bro. Assist to you.
All right. My closing word is let's make sure we're not putting, as men, make sure we're not putting women in uncomfortable situations. So we got to, hold each other accountable. If we see anybody, being disrespectful, whether it's sexual harassment, domestic violence, we have to stand up for women. So, here at the Dynasty Bros, we certainly respect women, we honor women, and we protect women. So we want to put that out there and, put the charge out there, man, as men. Let's all do better, man, with, honoring our women. Because at the end of the day, we all have mothers, grandmothers, aunts, sisters, spouses, nieces, daughters. So, my rule of thumb, whatever, would I be comfortable with someone doing anything disrespectful to a woman that's in my life? So just keep that in mind, man. Like, let's hold each other accountable and do better. So
True, bro. That's true. And it honestly starts with us. If I can piggyback a little bit, it starts with us, man. We have to make them feel comfortable, because the last thing we need is them to feel like they're doing something wrong when it's us. So
yeah,
be a man, be able to, I ain't saying you gotta go fight everybody doing something disrespectful, but be there to tell somebody when they doing something wrong. You pull them to the side. You don't got to be over confrontational, but stand up, man, and let these women know that anything less than being treated like a queen ain't cool. So make sure you always speak that and preach that, man.
yep. And it's real shit. Like, we literally hold each other accountable. This ain't no, preachy promo shit. This is like legit. So yeah. And this come from a guy that got 2 older sisters. So I done had to pull up on some boyfriends before. But I'm gonna leave that allegedly, because this is a podcast.
And I ain't got no sisters. I got a bunch of little cousins, and I will pull up. Hey,
Allegedly.
I pulled up. Hey, I pulled up at AJ's house because he was out of town when his little sister had prom. I pulled up. Allegedly. Pulled up at the house to meet the date.
Yeah.
On some Will Smith Martin shit.
Yeah. Hey, we got some proms penciled in, man. I'll be flying out to a lot of proms. To some send-offs. I'm be on some.
Yeah, bro. I ain't going, bro. I ain't going for none of that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, man. Hey, so with that being said, allegedly, this has been another Dynasty Bros podcast. We appreciate y'all. All the follows, all the recognition. We don't take it for granted. Shout out to the community, fantasy football community. It's the best community to be a part of. Everybody shows love. Everybody's welcoming. People come from all walks of life, but we view you guys as brothers and sisters. So I love it. That's the beauty of sports. It brings everybody together.
True that. Piggyback what you said.
All right, we're out, man. So until next time, hope you guys have a safe, blessed week, and yeah, let's just continue to do better.
We allegedly just did a fire ass podcast.
We did in 46 minutes. I'm about to end it though. All right, later. Check out Hard Knocks. Don't forget Hard Knocks is on tonight.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.